Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Thursday Facebook Live. I'm so happy to be back on schedule and posting when I normally do. Hi to all our new viewers and welcome to everybody that usually comes. Good to see you. Hi, Pandora's Box and Cindy. Leslie, how are you doing? Leslie, how's your eyes doing? Are they still green? Leslie had an unfortunate fall. Hey, Charlotta. Good to see you guys. Today we have a fun thing, another experiment, but I think this is going to work. Hi, Helen and Joellen, all cleared up. Oh, that's good, Leslie. Good. Hey, Lisa. Hi, Glum. And we're thinking of our friend Karen and hope that her surgery went well. Hi, Sue and Linda, Susan, Barbara. Did I get everybody? Simone Johnson. How are you guys? Oh, from Australia. I love that. I wish I had a better accent. That's all I can say. The UK people and the Australians have really good accents. Hi, Robin and Lori, Darlene, Jody. Oh, good to see you all. There's Dorothy. Okay, so we're going to have fun. Oh, Chris, you're back. That's good. We missed you. You know, that's life. Everybody, stuff is happening all around. Hi, Janie and Christy. I don't know what I was just going to say. Anyway, I've been out getting stuff ready for Mom's party. Hey, Angie and Shirley, Naomi. Good to see everybody. What we're going to do tonight is kind of an experiment, but I have made these before with different materials. But what I really wanted to do when I was playing with this paper yesterday, I just decided I'm going to take some out and try it. And tonight I'm going to list some. So if anybody's interested, you can do that too. It's not that expensive. It's handmade. Oh, thank you, Mary Regina. Hey, there's Mary Callan. Oh, good. Good to see you. And Michelle, what is the glue? Does it come with that skinny tip? No, it doesn't come with it. This is my art glitter glue. It does not come with it, but you can buy it. And I'm not even sure where I got it. Thanks, Chris. That was yesterday. And it's still not looking too bad. Got kind of flat, but I fluffed it up a little. Anyway, I love my little fine tip. I think that I bought the glue, my original bottle, which may have been this, and the tip together, but you probably can get it on Amazon. I don't know. There's also these little ones. Oh, where did I put them? These I got at Hobby Lobby, and they have a fine tip. So I haven't tried these, but I got a couple others, and I can't find them now. But they look like this, and the little pin came out, so I have to get another one. But I like them. You use them up quickly, but they do squeeze nicely, and they're easier to handle than a big bottle. So Tonic Studios has a set of fine tips, or they did last week. Okay. Hey, Sarah Lizzie and Alicia. Northwood Stamp sells the glue. So probably, just look around. They do work really well. I like them. They get clogged, but the one thing is you have to use a steel, what do you call it? Stainless steel tip, or else they rust, because I did that and they rusted and then my glue got all brown and stuff. I tried the little one from Hobby Lobby. It works with the art glitter. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Brenda. Everybody was loving your book, Brenda. The little, I should have brought it down. The pocket notebook from the beach with the golden book. So I just wanted to tell you that. Where the cats are exchanging greetings. So I have been all around today. I'm making final details for Mom's party, and hopefully that's going to come off well. And then she's getting ready to go to my sister's on Sunday, so I have to pack. I keep being afraid I'm going to say something like, after your party. I would, if that was my children, I'd kill them. But if it stays not a secret, or if it stays secret, it will be a miracle. But whatever. She'll be happy anyway. Okay. Hi, Karen Gartlett. It's a good habit 2 days in a row. It's a lot of pressure. All right, I have to show you guys. You know the one that we did yesterday, the box that I did yesterday, and I was good with the process, but I just couldn't leave it. So this is the one I did yesterday, and the changes I made were I added washi tape around the joins, and I feel like that will kind of prevent the edges from fraying if they started to. Hi, Carol Lewis. And then also I added around the bottom because this is about 3 layers of mapboard and the seams just look kind of messy. I did try inking it with the brown and it was fine. And I'm going to wind up using it for something. I'm not going to give it to Mom because I was thinking about it. She really likes purple and it didn't have that much purple in it. And I had some purple paper. But okay, new and improved. Look at that. So this I cut 2 more and notched them. I glued them in because I want to start filling it, but I thought this really would be nice for her remotes. And I put the spinny thing on. And I did some really pretty paper I had from Stamperia that was left over from, I don't know what, another project. So yeah, it turned out, and what I like is the little dividers. So all I did to make that was I cut 2 more tops, just this part, and I put a notch right down the middle, down here, and then up here, and I glued them into each other. I'm not sure if you can see that. Wait a minute. That one looks a little wonky, but anyway, it came out a lot cleaner. I also used black chipboard, so I didn't have to mess with any of those white seams or anything. And yeah, I did like the divider. So anyway, this is what I'm going to give to Mom. So tonight I have to go out and find some little notepads or maybe even make some that will fit in here and get some pens that'll match. And I think she'll really like it. And then there's room for her glasses, her remotes, a pen and paper list, and then I don't know what else, whatever I can find, maybe some little, she likes those kind bars, so maybe I'll put a couple of them in there. I don't know. I'll see what else I can find. But I think it did come out pretty cool, and that's all from our scallop box die. So there's even more you can do. I mean, you could add on to that. Tissues is a great idea. Yes, that is a great idea. And I have some, they're not purple, but I could get all crazy with it. But anyway, I was happy. So I spent most of the time last night kind of working that out, and I assembled it pretty much the same way. And I just was neater with it. I did cut the black pieces separately, and I used glue, and I liked using the glue because I had a little more working time. It may not be on quite as strongly as using the adhesive, but I did a line, all around, and then I filled in, and I just added it with paper. And then I was still able to move it around a little bit just to get these to line up perfectly. So anyway, chocolate. Oh, that's a good idea. She would like that. All right, so that's some good ideas. Yeah, I'd like to load it up. And yeah, that's torture, Janie. I have to go shopping. Who knows what else I'll find. Hi, Yvonne. So, all right, so that was that. And then I started thinking, because I was on the road and I had, hey, Angela Beavers, I hope you're feeling better. I almost was going to stop in Ohio, but I knew you weren't feeling that good yet, so I didn't, but next time. So I was thinking about the situation with passwords because I had to apply for Medicare last night. And it took like 10 minutes. But, you need all these passwords. And anyway, I thought, you know what? I am going to make myself a little password book, and I will just put in the ones that I need for when I travel. So like my hotel password to get into because I use, the Hilton and the other apps to get my hotels, and a couple other ones. And also like getting into my bank, which I didn't have with me, things like that that you need when you're on the road. Um, and I may put them all in there eventually, but right now what I'm doing is, and I have a video on this, this is the treasure box, and I still have some of these in my shop, and I occasionally think about doing another class with these because they're so cool. But I found some old vintage like alphabets, and so I just wrote on the back of them and I put my passwords right in here. So if I, need it when I'm working on my computer, I can go over and, reset it or whatever, because I can never remember them. I have my computer remember some. Anyway, it's disaster. So I just want to have, yeah, I know, Leslie. Welcome to the club. Okay. All right. Yes, Kind Bar is a kind of granola bar. They're, yeah, I am, sadly. Not yet, because you have to do it before, but close. So anyway, I feel good that's done, really. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to use the Skinny Mini Book Box die, and we're just going to make a cute little password notebook. Easy. So, oh, yep, Brenda, yep, we're all there. Do love the treasure box. Great to make that. Yeah, this holds a lot. And it also has, well, there was a little notebook that would fit inside here. And then there were also these little stacking drawers. This was one of my favorite boxes. So I still have it. Maybe I'll do a project with it because it really is fun and I have a good number about them. Yeah, I know. And there are apps that store them, but like when I'm driving, I don't have time. I can't go in and, look up stuff. I've got to do this. So anyway, that's what I think about passwords. But you have to do it and you have to keep them together. And LastPass, I have heard that a lot. You only have to remember one password to open. That is a good idea. Okay, well, that is good, Robin. I just haven't done it. And I am like a visual person. When I change it, I cross out one and write in the other one. And then I put the date to remember when I did it because sometimes I forget. And anyway, I just want to have one for on the road. Let's just say that. A tiny book like yes, that would be, but I want one that's a little more that I can grab. And plus, I just like the size. I found these little books and I'm going to list them. They come in a set. I only have a couple sets, but I'm going to put them on Etsy tonight because they're really cute and they perfectly fit in this size book. So if you need some, I'll show you in a minute what they look like. And I'll just show you also a couple of the samples. A mini file effects. We should have talked about this first because I need help with all this stuff. But this is the die that I'm going to use. This is the Skinny Mini Book Box, and I'll show you a couple samples. The other thing that I'm going to use, because this one I want to have kind of a flexible cover, so I'm going to use some of this foam adhesive. I don't use it that much, and I came across it the other day. It's like, I need to use that. I have covered this with fabric and it gives a different feel than the mat board. So I'm going to do that today. I have this in my Etsy store if anybody else wants to give it a try. It's cool. I just forgot about it. I get so into the mat board, Anyway, all right, here are some of the Skinny Mini book boxes doing kind of what they were made to do. This is a double decker made by Madeline. So she cut 2 spines and made 2 boxes and put them together and hinged them, put brads in them. It's so pretty. And then she put her slimline cards and on the other side her envelopes. I showed this the other day and I just wanted to quickly go through a couple to show. If you haven't seen this at all, then you know. Now this is that black paper that I was showing you yesterday with the luster wax. Isn't that crazy, the difference? I know. And this one is kind of a different binding that I did that was kind of fun. Here's another pretty one from Tanya. So this is, another little box. And here's one from Jenny. And these, you can do any depth. This one already has a little book in it, so that's cute. Here's one from Susie. And this is the size that I'm going to do. I'm just going to take 1 spine. Now she put Post-it notes in here, which would actually be a good idea to put with a passport book. And I might do that because sometimes I put the thing on a Post-it note and then I paste it in my book or on my index card. So it would be a good idea to have it. I'm not sure how much room I'm going to have. So this is another little kind of practical thing that I want to make. Yes, that black paper is amazing. So yeah, a waterfall of Post-it notes would be pretty. I just cannot talk today. Okay, so let's I'm going to turn the camera down and we will go to work here. All right. Let me put this out. Hopefully everybody can hear me. And let's show this paper again because it's so pretty. And this is what I'm going to use to cover my foam adhesive and make my book. So what I decided to do is, here are the pieces of the foam. And I just marked them off because when you look at the die, I don't need these other two. So I just kind of cut my foam to the size that I want to put my paper on. And I'm going to cut my thing out and I'm going to put my paper on it. Then I won't waste any. Not that that's a lot, but if we just don't need it, then I'm not going to use it. So I'm just going to go through. This is 2 sheets that I'm cutting at one time. And I don't need to be too careful about this because it's going to be chopped in the die. So now I have a nice chunk. I could do a couple little tiny books. So that, and then I'm going to trim these. And that will help me know also where to place this on the die. I probably should do one at a time, but I didn't trace it on the other one. So, and if this bends and folds, that's all right because it's flexible. So, okay. All right. So this could go really quickly because, again, these are easy. You know, it's an easy thing to do. Here's the die. Let's turn it this way. So here is the basic cover, which if you're making a book, you're going to need a front and a back. If you're making your Skinny Mini box, you need just 2 of these score lines here. Can you guys see that okay? You know, this last one would be chopped off if you were making a box because that's how much this, you know, lines up with that. Well, I'm making a video tonight and putting it on my Sizzix site. So you will see how to put them together as a book and as a box. But today we're just going to do this little passport book, and this might be kind of quick. And here's a label. I don't think I'm going to use that today, but I have ideas for that. Hello, you're home early. So I'm going to just lay this on my die, make sure that this is covering all the areas I want. And then I think what I'm going to do is just wrap this, and I'm going to cover the front and the back with this paper because we should have room for 4 of these. So while I have it cut, then it will be pretty on the inside and the outside and also kind of protected. What I was thinking was what I might do, because if I'm going to be using this a lot and handling it, I may put a coat of decoupage over the top. So just to, you know, that's the thought. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is peel off one side. Make a treat gift box for a couple of pairs of lovely socks. Oh, that will be cute. All right, so I'm just gonna place this down. Now, if you were placing it down over fabric, you could reposition it. Not so much with paper. So I'm just gonna try and line this up and peel this piece off. And so what you're gonna get is just this foam in between that is, you know, it's cool, it's flexible. So let's just fold that over, flatten it out. That's one. And now do our second cover. Okay. still have a little bit to spare. So if I want to make something else to go with it, a little belly band or something, I will still have that to use. Or a little bookmark would be cute. All right, so I'm just going to trim this off here because it could get in the way. And then I'm going to fold this over. And if I don't get it right on the fold, that's all right, because it's, you know, it's going to be cut around the edges anyway, so that's not going to show. All right, so let's just, that's the end of it. I'm just going to trim this off. And that's so that I know where I want to lay it out on my die. Okay. So it doesn't matter either way that I lay it on here. I can turn it because this design is the same either way. So I like that. I don't have to think about it. But if I do, I have written on my die, you know, when you cut it this way, that's going to be the front. And then if there's writing or something, I want to do that because when I make my book, I'm going to be butting the spines up and I'm going to have to turn one this way and one that way. So, you know, my back's going to go like that. So let's just cut this. And I may have to trim some off the side here, or I could kind of, could just butt that up there, but I think I will do that and then I'll just trim it. Actually, maybe not. Why even have to bother with it? And then this edge will be bound. So actually I'm going to put it a little bit inside this score line right here. I'm going to put it to this side. So just make it even. Okay. Let's see how this works. So I have one short cutting pad because it's easier to place that on the top. And then I'm going to do one long cutting pad on the bottom. So I have room to work. Okay. You guys see all right? All right. Whoop, it looks like it moved. Hang on. It did. Well, all that shifting around, no wonder. All right, that should be good. Nobody breathe. All right, I have to make sure my cutting pad goes beyond down here, or else it's not going to cut. Nope, that was still good. All right. Now, I'm not sure if my score lines are going to show up. So let's see, because this is pretty skinny. Yes, they did. Okay, see, so we've got a score line. We know where to bend it. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Isabel. From a hot for you, Edinburgh. It's, oh, wow. Yes, I'm doing another video. I just can't stay away. All right, so let's see. That worked. That's good. All right, well, I'm going to do that again. Now, it's not really going to matter if I say front or back because I can turn it either way. So I'm not going to go crazy with that. Let's do the same thing. All right. Well, it sounds like it's hot everywhere. Today was not as hot as it has been, thankfully. All right. So I know this paper is so pretty. And the gold is just so rich. Okay. All right, so we have two pieces with scored, you know. So what we're going to do is just butt it up like that. And I have to think about how I want to bind this. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to use my, kind of want to do something different. I saw where somebody bound it with brads, which was kind of interesting. But see, then I think I would have to stitch my book in, and I don't really want to do that. And I think, now these books are cool because some of them are the bullet, and then these, the list one is lined, and this one is plain. And I like this one because I can put, like, maybe I have a lot of A's, so I can do a couple pages of A's. I can look through my cards and see, and, I have front and back, but still, I could, if I wanted, I could cut this up, and I don't know. I was gonna make one, but I ran out of time. So I think I will probably use this. So some people, I don't know, do you do it in order of recency, like I updated on this day and then you write it in, or do you do it under, like, if it's H? I don't know. There's a lot of ways you could categorize that, but I think what I'm going to wind up doing is just binding it in the traditional way and doing a little elastic. So I'm just going to fold this over. This is a small spine here, but that should fit just right. Isn't that pretty how it matches and it fits? The only better thing would be if it had, and I can figure out a way to make like a little, maybe that's what I'll make, a pen loop to go with it. If a pen could fit right in here. I'm sure there's a way we could do that. Okay, so let's fold this up. And you can't feel this, obviously, but you can see that it is flexible. All right, it's not wanting to go on the score line here, but so I probably will have to make a closure for this to keep it closed. All right, so I'm just going to run my glue down here, and I'm going to clip that together. I was thinking it'd be good to do a PDF of like a book that would be a password book, but just didn't have time. Okay, so this will be the front cover. Let me just look at it and make sure. Yep, it's good. And then I'm going to place this on top and see that that lines up. Looks good to me. It's hard to tell because, yeah, now it came out. All right, do it again. Maybe I should have done the tape. I'll leave it this time and let it set. A little more glue won't hurt anything. The thing is matching up because this pattern is pretty busy. I just want it to be straight. Okay. All right, I'm going to put my heavy weights on it and set it over there. And then really all I have to do is get my elastic. And what I might do is punch actually, I'm going to punch holes at the top and bottom. I would do a notch, but I feel like if I thread the elastic too tight, it might cave in, and I don't like when that happens. So let's get some. This is just rolling right along here. I wish I had, I wonder if I have copper. This is some, well, that would blend, that would be better than the white. This is some that I dyed with my inks. So I'm going to use this, and this is a 1.5 millimeter elastic. And I'm just going to tie it around here, and then I'll slip it over the edge of the book. And we'll be done. 90 degrees in your lounge today. Ugh. You could make a flat pen bookmark. Ooh. Based on a covered paper clip. Judy. That sounds cool. Yes, Five Below. Yes, they do. Yes, their stuff is so cheap. I can't figure out how they're doing that. Or if it's good, you know. All right, now my torture of trying to make a knot. I want it pretty tight. Oh, wait a minute. I have to tie it into the book. All right, hang on. Let's hope that this is Well, it'll be reinforced when I punch the holes. So, all right. All right, let's get the crocodile. Oops, everything's falling down. All right, let's see if my guide is here. I don't want this too far down. So maybe like that. Let's see where that comes out. Oh, it's a little far. I just really want it pretty much right up at the top. That's 1/8 of an inch. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. So I'm just going to center that. And do another one down here. All right. Just poke that out. Sometimes if you're doing fabric or this kind of thing, it sticks a little more, but that's all right. And then I'm just going to tie this. Maybe I'll just tie it into the spine. Like on this side. Usually I put my knot here in the middle, but it's kind of bumpy. So maybe I'll just put that out here. So yeah, that's going to work. I could do it up here and do a little charm hanging down. That would be cute. All right. All right, let's just make, oh, well, now I have extra. I need to tie that in. And that's going to be a cute little quick book. And this could be anything. It doesn't have to be passwords, you know, your shopping list or whatever you want. Just make sure it's pretty tight, because otherwise it's going to flop around. That's not good. Hi, Linda in Northumberland. You didn't have your reminder. I know. What a pain. I think everybody's having to set reminders again. I don't know if they just purged them out or what, because I'm not getting them either for other people that I follow, and it's really annoying. Look at that. That's cute. Oh, and it is flexible. But I'm not going to flex it because I kind of like it right how it is. And I also like the idea, now I think I didn't let that set long enough, so I may just leave it like this. And, what should we put here? I have some little shapes. These are some label. They're kind of thick. This one might be. Or I could just put on here. See, I kind of don't want to write passwords because then people will know, oh, there's all their passwords. So I may just leave it plain and just tuck it in my bag and I'm good. You know, I know what it is. So it could be my dreams, and nobody wants to read my dreams. So I can just have my little information in here and I'm good to go. And how sometimes I do my, let's see, we didn't have a piece of paper left. So I could make like a little pen loop. I kind of like when they're a little thicker. Actually, you know what would work great? The rose gold surfaces. Let me see if I can find some. I don't know if I have rose gold here, but these are scraps. Oh, that's rose gold right there. Oh, look at all these other fun things that are hanging out. Yeah, that goes. I mean, I'm kind of thinking I'm thinking the rose gold. So all I would do for that is, because that's cool too. Ugh, so many crafts, so little time. Okay, so I would probably fold this in half. Actually, I would take my pen, and I would probably, I always use pencils. And that would match. So I would just glue this together around my pencil and kind of show where that pencil goes. So I can put my glue here. Actually, I could just glue it onto my side of my book. So my pen is kind of sticking like this, pencil. I mean, that works. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. What do you guys think? If it works for a little passport book, you know, why not? All right, and I'm actually going to leave the pen. Well, I was gonna. Yeah, I want, so my eraser is, I'm gonna have to have it in there because I have to adjust it. All right. Not that big of a, I didn't leave that much leeway there. Okay, I have to back it out a little bit, but that's the idea. Now that looks pretty straight. So I'm going to clip this in and let it dry and maybe reinforce that again. It didn't need to be this thick, but that's what I had. I could have cut that down. I think that's kind of cool. I wish I had rounded the edges, but these are pretty straight. So, and I am going to lay this down another little bit with a little bit more glue so that that's, you know, laying flat. But I mean, that works. As long as this pencil has enough room to fit in there. There are smaller ones, but so that was a fun little experiment. So again, use your dies as tools and make what you need in your life. Uh-oh, I'm seeing a piece of, I hope that didn't just stick. No, that still looks good. All right, and you know what? I think that I will cover this with a coated decoupage front and back, because then I can wipe it off if it gets dirty. And it will if it's in my bag. So what do you guys think? Yes, you bought one of those too. What was that? Did you use alcohol ink? No, I used my, Deborah, I used, yes, let me show the die. I have this ink that I used to have with Thermoweb. Where did it go? Well, this is the brand. I don't see the brown around, but this is what it looks like. It's a pigment ink. So what I did was I got my mat and I just spritzed this down on the mat with some water. And then I took my elastic and just kind of rolled it in there. It did take a little bit to dry, but I put it on a shower rod and just let it dry for a day. It didn't take that long, but you know, I forgot about it. So, I mean, it's, you know, you have to make sure that you get all the sides, because sometimes I'll find like a little white spot that I missed. But I mean, that's why I like to buy the white elastic, because then you can dye it any color you want, except like a metallic. But maybe even that would work with luster wax. I was wondering the other day. Where are the little books from? You know what? I cannot remember. I've had them, and I found them, and it's like, oh, well, I got a lot of them. That was good, but where did I get them? So anyway, yeah, they are cute, and let me measure them so that if you see something like that, if you find one, just cut it down, you know, get your X-Acto knife. So these are 3.5 by almost, yeah, 6.5, 3.5 by 6.5. They'd be easy to make. You know, we could have even done that, but I ran out of time today. But we can do another class and, you know, make some insert books. And this is the die that I used right here. It's called the Skinny Mini Book Box, and that's what it looks like. Have it in my Etsy store if anybody wants them. Will that fit in the caddy? No, it's going to be too, well, I mean, if we did it like this, oh yeah, yes, it absolutely will. Yeah, look at that, plenty of room. This way. I thought you were saying for the one I did for my mom, but that one is, you know, this is half the size, so no, it wouldn't fit in there. Even, Oh, wait a minute. Maybe one of the books would. Right here. Oh, that does fit. So, I might just make her a little notebook fit in there. And she could have it all in one spot. So, anyway, that was my thought, guys. Well, thank you, Susan. Am I going to do a closure? Yes, that I should. They're not in the Etsy store yet, but I'm going to. I just found them. Let's see. What would be an easy closure? I could go in. Let's go through some ideas. I could take a piece of elastic, wrap it around, and, even tie it onto this. Move this to the center and then take another piece of elastic and just slip it over. That would work because it could go under this. Let's just test this while we're at it. Yep. Oh, it's nice and tight too. I like that. That looks so pretty. I love that. So that's kind of why I waited, because I might want to put beads or something on here. Something, I don't know what. I have to think about it. Your caddy could have one side with 2 openings and the other side with 1. I was thinking about that because that would give me a little more, or give Mom a little more flexibility. Aw, thank you. Thanks, Isabel. Well, thanks to all of you who are doing that too. I mean, one person, that's why, the team is great, because I think of one way or what I would do with it, but when everyone else is sharing what they're doing, that's even better. So, well, good. Amazon has the notebook. Oh, good. Okay, Kathleen. All right, everybody. Yeah, a dangle on the side, something. Belly band with Velcro. I did one, Karen, and I didn't like it because it took too much time, and the belly band kept coming off. But if I attached it, it might work. Or, I mean, really, I could just do a little closure over here again with this and put it down here and just a little Velcro and glue it to the back like almost a continuation of this. What I should have done was chop that down and let that be the closure, but hindsight, what are you going to do? I mean, I'm happy with for what it is. I'm going to throw it in my bag and just bring it with me and have passwords. Plenty of ways to do this. You could make a similar pencil loop on the lower front cover. Yes, I saw that, Laura. That was really cool. It was on this side, so you do 2 loops, and then you close it by putting this through this one, and then over here too. That is a great idea. I still could do that. I just need another piece of this stuff, which I don't know if I have, but you know what? I'm going to try that tonight. I'll let you know. This is bugging me because it's kind of off center here. I may take that off, do a vertical closure. I could take a piece of elastic and just kind of punch a hole, put my elastic in here, wrap it around, and then it comes in the back when I want to open my book. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to go with this, and this is just very simple. Does your mom like doing word search type puzzle books? I just looked at some of them in Costco. They were big, but she's not big on that, but she doesn't have any, so maybe she would. Oh, Wendy Jean. Yeah, that's too far. Yes, I do like the idea. Okay, Miriam, good seeing you. I do like the idea of the loop here and loop here, and then you have 2 things in one, which, that's cool. A closure and a place to keep the pen in, So let me play with that and I'll let you know. I will be back on Tuesday. Tomorrow, don't forget to, if you haven't done it yet, to tell your favorite chapter 3 die and what you would make with it in the release post, either on Facebook or YouTube. And that will be where we're going to pick the winners of the 2 sets of dies from chapter 3 that Sizzix is going to donate. So we're going to pick the winner and announce that tomorrow. So stay tuned, and we'll see you again on Tuesday. and I have lots of stuff to do this weekend. So hopefully I'm getting ready for my next trip, and it's all gonna be okay. We have mom's party on Saturday, so I'll take some pictures and put them. Okay, that's good to know, Belinda. Okay. All right, I'll let you know what happens, okay? I'll put a picture up in the fan club so you can see. All right? Thanks, everybody. Great seeing you again, and see you again on Tuesday. Have a good and safe weekend. Right? Bye.